Lisa Hoffman, Close for a Cause, here at RE/MAX Signature Homes, and we're doing this week's market update. So first is all of Bergen County. There were 285 new properties that hit the market. When we talk about these properties, we're talking about single family, multifamily, 1 to 4 units, as well as condos, co-ops, and townhouses. 182 went under contract, and there were 95 properties sold in the entire county this past week. I always say that real estate is hyper-local, so I break my updates into 3 different areas. The first is the signature area, where RE/MAX Signature Homes has a very large presence, and that's Closter, Cresskill, Demarest, and Tenafly. In those 4 towns, there were 21 new properties that hit the market. 8 went under contract and 2 were sold. Altogether, there's 252 properties on the market, and the lowest is a 2-bed, 1 family co-op in Tenafly, and the highest is a 7-bedroom, 7-bath house in Closter, going for $5,995,000. The next area that I focus on is what I call the bridge and tunnel area. So that's really Fort Lee and Edgewater. Since they are kind of expensive, if people who want to be near the city, for commuting reasons, can't afford that, I kind of bring them up into Cliffside. If they want more of a suburb, I bring them to Ridgefield, Powell Park, Leonia. So in that area, there were 43 new properties that hit the market. 26 went under contract, 17 were sold last week, and altogether there are 675 units in those towns. Now, like I said, I kind of break them up, so you have Fort Lee and Edgewater, which are kind of their own little area. There are a lot of condos, a lot of co-ops there. The lowest is a 45K co-op in Fort Lee. The highest is a condo in Fort Lee, and it's going for $8 million. Then in the other towns, you have a 1-bed, 1-bath condo in Leonia, and then, which is the lowest, and the highest is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath condo in Cliffside Park, which is going for $4,680,000. And the final area that I focus on, I call the Pascack Valley line. So what happens is, a lot of times people will be in the Fort Lee area, or they'll be in Hudson County. They have kids, they want to move up to an area where there's better school systems. They'll kind of come to the Closter signature area, decide, hey, there's no train here, the commute's going to be difficult. So then we bring them to the Pascack Valley area, which I call from Oradell up to Montvale. And that includes Emerson, Westwood, Hillsdale, Woodcliff Lake, Park Ridge. In that area, there's 27 new properties that hit last week. 8 went under contract and 9 were sold. Altogether, there's 223 properties on the market there. The lowest is a new one. It was just price reduced. It's an REO in Hillsdale for $160,000. And then the highest is a 5-bed, 5-bath in Woodcliff Lake, which is $1,650,000. That's this week's market update. Tune in next week to see how it changes and how we increase as the spring market approaches.